So as we head off to bed tonight, we sure hope you had a great week, had a great Friday. As we get into the weekend, are you looking forward to this amazing weather pattern? It's going to be awesome. Great weather to get outside, work in the yard, do some, kind of get ready for some fall weather, if you will. Now, it's a little snippet of fall is really what it's going to turn out to be. So here's your Saturday forecast at a glance. As we get you out the door, if you have any early morning travel plans, we start off in the 60s. We'll warm to near 80 by lunchtime. And temperatures will be trending below average, or at or below average anyways. We'll be in the mid to upper 80s, maybe a couple pockets of low 90s, but the humidity gets really knocked out of the atmosphere, so we're really not going to have to deal with much of a heat index value, which is amazing news to pass along, which, by the way, if you're going to head off to the lakes or the swimming pools, just know as this dry air moves in, it'll get a little chilly as you get out of the water and start to dry off. Because remember, evaporation's a cooling process. And the other side of the note, no heat stress. Minimal heat stress throughout the day on Saturday. So great yard working day, mowing, chores, yard sales, if you got that going on this weekend. Saturday will be right around 85 by 6. And then look at this evening forecast, 8 to 10 o'clock. Amazing fire pit weather is on the way as the dew points drop, and it's just going to feel amazingly comfortable. As we head into our Sunday, Monday, again, we'll stay in the mid 80s. And so that's trending nearly 5 degrees below average thanks to this frontal boundary that has moved its way on through the area. And behind this cold front is the drier air mass that's going to continue to overtake the area. And it's that dry air mass combined with the cooler temperatures that makes the air feel refreshing. The mornings, the evenings are going to be amazing. Dew points will even drop even more so as we get into our Sunday, then gradually climb as we get into next week. Not a big deal. And we're going to stay relatively rain-free. And really looking ahead over the next 5, 10, 14 days or so, it just doesn't appear at this time anyways that we'll see a whole lot of rainfall. So I say that because while we've seen huge improvements thanks to all the rainfall recently in the drought situation around town, no severe drought anymore, just abnormally dry conditions and a moderate drought across the Southern Valley, lackluster in the rainfall department will probably increase that drought a little bit more. And we don't want that because as we get into September and October, they typically are some very dry months. At this point of the game, we're going to stay below average, at or below average over the next 5 days or so. We may start to see those temperatures climb a little bit more so as we get into the latter part of next week as a ridge of high pressure builds on in. If that does take place, our heat index values will probably be back into the upper 90s to low 100s. But that's day number 7 away, so we'll keep you posted on how that all changes. So it does look like the ridge of high pressure will start to build on in. So as we wrap up the month of August, well, it looks like a little bit more heat, more humidity, and not a ton of rainfall. So check in on the daily forecast every once in a while. I do have your daily forecast weather updates right there at the top of your screen, plus your 1 minute with Witcher. It's a great tool. If you only have 1 minute of your time, just give it to me. I'll get you out the door and check of your forecast every single day. Interactive radar, when we need it, of course, and your hourly forecast right there from the East Tennessee Weather app. And if you have travel plans, if you travel for work, if you are heading on vacation, the East Tennessee Weather app travels anywhere in the U.S. with you. Have a great night. Again, I'll keep you up to date on weekend long, so check back in from time to time. In the meantime, enjoy your weekend.